What is going on, guys? We're gonna get a couple streams of football in today, I think, and then hopefully later on this afternoon we'll try to get some baseball in, and then I believe we'll be on possibly Victory Lane Sports channel with the Wreckfest stream around 7. So if you guys are around, come check that out. Victory Lane Sports on Twitch with no vowels. So if you spell it out that way, you should find it. I believe that's where it'll be. And we're at the 1 minute mark. We're going to give it another minute, see if anybody trickles in, and then we'll get this started. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this game. We got the Mexico City Minotaurs at the Georgia Jacks. 0-1 visiting 1-0. We'll see who comes out on top here. And I'm going to make a drink real quick while that's firing up.
A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. Well, the first week is in the books. Thanks for being here again today in week 2. We're just about ready to get this game started as the visiting team square off against the home team. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. Landeta will be kicking off.
The home team will be kicking off to start the game. Number 35 back to return.
This one is handled by number 35. And they're ready to go on offense for the first time. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Will. Here we go.
He tucks it away. Number 62 comes up to make the play at the 24.
Now they got to keep going at him. If they can get that defense tired and on its heels, these games will get longer and bigger as the game goes on.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Only one man in the backfield. With the pass, he finds his man. Hayes is there on the stop at the 37. John, he's proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
There we go, D. Turn it out.
Only one man back, running to the right side. Bennett comes up to make the play.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense honest. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
1 yard gain on that play. Second and 9.
On the 37-yard line.
No more, fellas. Let's go.
Reed comes in motion.
Watch the snap down.
With a counter play. Bennett created problems in the backfield on that play. That one started off poorly and only got worse.
That defensive line did a better job than the offensive line, and that's how they were able to get penetration to stop that play in the backfield.
Third and 13. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Oh, this is too tough for you. Gotta keep our poise.
Moon will work out of the shotgun. Number 35, the man in motion. Throwing. It's a screen. He's brought down behind the
Number
line
80
for a
on the
short
reception.
loss.
You know, when it's
1
third
yard
and so
loss
many
on the
yards,
play.
why the heck would you run a pass pattern that was short of the first? Makes no sense to me.
All right.
Sauerbrunn is ready to punt this one away. Williams will go back to accept this punt. This one goes out of bounds.
Give me a second. I
Ball
don't
on
think
their
my
own
sound's set up
45.
right here. I
Ball
don't
on the 45
hear anything in my headset. So let me change that real quick and we'll get right back to the game here. There we go.
One man back.
Hey, watch the screen. Not today. Let's go.
Pass play here on first down with the throw. Oliver comes up to make the play. Good throw, good catch to move the chain.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on you.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Come on. Watch the man. Set. Here we go.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Gets his hand on it.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. But he couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
Second and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Number 28, the lone setback. Slaughter, the man in motion.
Let's go now.
Gives the ball off. Sheds the tackle. White is there for the
28
tackle
on the
at the
carry.
24.
Gain
A
of
successful
8
running
on the
attack
play.
requires good blocking up front to be effective.
Third down here, they have to get it to the
Ball on
22 for a first
24-yard
down.
line.
Nowhere. Nowhere. You gotta believe it. It's our
The
game.
visiting
Right
team
on left,
line
right.
up in a 4-3. Brunell with a man in motion. Crossing it right, trying to get past the sticks. White comes up to make the
Number 28,
play
the ball
at the
carrier.
20. Great job running the
5-yard
toss on
gain
that
on
play,
the
and
play.
a first down. So they have first and 10 here.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Hold the look. There we go, D.
With the throw, and he makes the grab. Williams
Thomas
is
makes
there
the
for the
reception.
tackle at the
Gain of
15-yard
4
line.
on the play.
Thomas picks up about 4 yards on that reception.
Second and 6. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Hey. Set. Hey, let's go.
Tosses it out to the left. Number 21 got very good penetration there.
You're going to see a good play by the corner right here. He reads it, and right there he makes a solid tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, this too tough for you. Under 10. Clear. Contain them. Let's go. Turn over, baby. I can do it, baby. Let's go. Be fearless.
Throws it. Incomplete as the defender
pass.
knocks it away.
Golden.
He somehow got that
Receiver
pass
on
off.
the
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Number 3 will put them in the lead if he makes this. The attempt is good.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get him a TD.
Landeta is just about ready to kick this one away. Sends it sailing. This one is fielded by number 35. And they're about ready to get this drive started after the last series ended with a punt. So So they have
take over
first and
at
10
the
here.
20-yard line. First and 10.
Let's ride, man. One left.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Hand it off. Number 95 is there for the tackle at the 31-yard line. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
Ball on their own 31.
31-yard line.
Let's go. Rush in. Get some swat going. Let's go.
Going to the air on first down. Steps up, throwing. Hey, comes up to make the play.
Watch this hit. He gets his helmet right under his chin, and wham, he takes him straight to the turf.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Yes, on. Hey, watch the ball. Good shoot. Hey, here we
Drops
go.
back, fires this one deep. Jumps up and comes down with it. Number 80 makes a very difficult catch to secure the first down.
When you go up like that, coming down with it is usually not much fun, especially when you got guys nearby who are waiting to put a lick on you.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Do something. Do something.
Only one man back. Moon with a man in motion.
Go low. Hey.
Steps up with the pass. It's broken up.
He's always been able to catch a ball. He has soft hands and good body control. He ran a good route, and the quarterback made the right read. He just didn't bring it in.
Second and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
We like a pack of wolves.
The home team with a four-man front.
Let's go. Hey, home team.
Gets the call. Grant is there on the stop at the 15, and he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Only one man back. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. Taylor was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Taylor, the intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
There we go, D. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Number 35, the deep back. Gonzalez in motion.
Hey, left. Hey, hey. Let's go. Hey. All on us, y'all.
Hand off to the tailback. Number 22 is there for the tackle at the 6. Number 35 running hard, going right through the arm tackles. 6 yards to go for a touchdown.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Step it up, fellas. Set. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hand it off to the back. Stanley comes up to make the play. Solid yardage on that run.
You know, people say you got to run the ball, you got to control the clock, but the key thing is you have to run the ball successfully. You have to establish a threat that you're going to make the defense respect.
It's first and goal at the 2. Number 39 in the backfield. A little misdirection. And a fumble. The home team are there to pick up the ball. And that's a very rare sight to see him fumble.
I don't recall seeing the ball pop out of his hands too often. When you get a lot of carries, percentages eventually play against you.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
No fumble occurred.
And that challenge was a good decision as the call is overturned.
Well, sometimes the official sees what you see, and sometimes he sees something else. But this time, everyone could see the call had to be changed.
Number 35, the lone back. They tried to jump the snap count.
Encroachment number 72.
So he's called
Second
for
down.
encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
It's second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Don't stop that motor.
22 is there for the tackle at the 1. Number 35 is able to get a yard or two on the toss. It's third and goal at the 1-yard line.
Watch the fake. Get some slot going. Here we go.
Looking for the corner. And he gets in there. Touchdown.
The offensive line did a great job of generating a big push and allowed him to follow him right in for the score.
Number 9 comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. They capitalize on great field position, John.
Yep, took it right at him with excellent execution of the right call.
He got all of that one. From the 2-yard line. That last drive stalled, and they settled for a field goal. Now let's see what happens.
First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
They soft, man.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3. Hand it off. Great fake. Gets the pass off. Drops the interception. Slaughter was his intended target. Number 21 with the coverage.
Keep the throttle down. Get it up. Here they come.
With the throw. He couldn't control it.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Third and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Oh, this too tough for you.
Dime backs in for this play. Slaughter, the motion man.
Go. Let's go, boys.
Going deep. He made the catch. Williams is there for the tackle at the 41.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
One of us gonna make a play. Yes, on. Blue down, blue down.
The rush is on. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. Laid it up a little too softly that time.
Regular. Go make a play. Play hard and fast, baby. Back it up, baby. Stay post now. All right, here we go.
He hands it off. Pico comes up to make the play at the 27. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
First and 10.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Don't stop that motor.
Only one man in the backfield. So at the end of one, the score is 7-3.
At the end of the first quarter.
Not a big offensive game so far.
And we're ready to start the second
The
quarter.
home team. 3. The teams are ready for the second quarter.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, you see me. Deuce it, deuce it. Hey. Go, three. Watch the hard count.
Receives the handoff. They'll spot this one at the 25-yard line.
One thing these guys don't want to do is give up in a running game, because if they do that, they become one-dimensional, and that plays right into the defense's hands.
2-yard gain. Ball on the 25-yard line.
All on us, y'all. Tampa.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3. Hand it off. Nickerson is there for the tackle at the 21. Number 32 rumbles forward for a gain of 4. 17-yard line is where they have to go for a first.
Watch your man. Clear! Clear!
The visiting team come out in a dime package. Soft lob to the end zone. This one falls incomplete.
You got to take your time and get your receiver a ball that he can make a play on. He didn't do it there.
Bolden was the intended receiver on that play.
Hey, Dave, what's going on, man?
Number 3 is heading onto the field for this field goal attempt. The kick is good.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive. And I'm sure they're thinking touchdown for their
Well, if I'm being honest, I'd like to be asleep.
Landeta in to kick this one off. This one is handled by number 35.
Both teams have played pretty well so far. It's still anyone's game.
So they have first and 10.
Yeah, probably.
First and 10.
Played a lot better on the show last night.
The home
Putting-wise,
team
anyway.
With a 4-man front. On the ground. Setting up play action. Steps up. Looking for something long. The defense forced the issue that time, John.
And the guys up front got good pressure, forcing him to get rid of that one before he wanted to.
Second and 10.
Had some issues with Scobb's internet, too. He kept disconnecting, so he
Number 39, the lone back.
jumped out of a couple all-shot matches throughout the night.
Off to the tailback. Gets away. Hayes comes up to make the play at the 41. Number 39. Pushing his way through the would-be tacklers, he picks up solid yardage. Ball on their own 41.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Hey, let's go.
Only one man back.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Motion.
Do something. Here we come.
They give it to the halfback. Fakes the handoff. Gets the pass off. He just can't find a way
Not
bring
used
that
to
one
very
in.
high winds either, so don't play in them all that often.
What the heck
Receiver on
happened?
the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Let's go. One back. All right, here we go.
Tucks it away. Spins away. Number 54 is there for the tackle at the 47-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. It's third down and 4 to go.
Let's run, man. Watch your man.
Gets the call. Nice play fake. They'll run this one. Porter comes up to
That
make
play is
the
good
play
for a
at
first
the
down.
44. That's one way to pick up a first down.
And he can see so well. He's always looking downfield.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been easy the way I was putting.
Or if you give him a cushion, he's going to
First and
take it.
10.
And when he takes
Ball
it,
on
he
the
can do something with it.
44-yard
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Watch the play. Solo. Solo. Yeah. Zone. You can't stop me.
Gets the pass off. Right on target to the wide receiver. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Only one man back.
Hey, watch the screen. Let's go now. Go make a play. Let's go.
Hand it off. Number 62 is there for the tackle.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
1 yard gain on that play. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Lucky. Watch your eyes. I'm coming through, baby.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 86.
Reed
Still
was
second
flagged
down.
for the false start.
False starts are kind of frustrating because they're really easily avoided by just maintaining
Second and
focus.
14.
So we'll have a second and
Ball on
long after the penalty.
38-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Let's go, boys.
Number 39, the lone back. Hand it off to the back. They'll go with a play fake. With the pass, The defense has it. Can't bring him down.
That's just a case of the quarterback locking on to his primary receiver on that play.
No, I'm working full time. I haven't been part time ever. Not in 19 years.
Come out in a nickel package. Hand it off. Can't pull him down. Williams is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, when you're talking about a guy who's a feature back,
Just on vacation
this
this
is
week.
the kind of guy you're talking about.
Ball on the 46-yard
Usually take the week of my birthday and at the end of March, and then I take a week around the 4th, and then I take a week around Thanksgiving and a week around Christmas.
With a counterplay, good run to convert for the first
Usually the week of Thanksgiving, because we go down to, normally we go down to Florida to the sister-in-law's house.
One direction, and boom, the ball carrier was going the other direction.
Although I think that's going to be different this year, because she's getting ready to have a baby. So she'll have a newborn Thanksgiving.
The visiting team with a four-man front.
So they may come up here and
It's a blitz.
the
Gets
wife
the
will
pass
do
off.
the cooking.
He was tipped. That's
We'll
his
see.
third drop.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
I can do it, baby. Here we go.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Spins away. Lockett is there for the tackle at the 35. Third down play. They have to get it to the 35.
Actually my brother-in-law down in Florida was, he was diagnosed with COVID. So he tested positive. They are isolating him from the rest of the family
Number 32.
until I believe Monday will be the end of his 2 weeks.
Basketball, that some players are so good.
But other than that, everybody's doing fine that I'm aware of.
Well, this guy's really good.
Yours?
He's got incredible balance, and he stays very low to the ground. His juke is a nightmare for closing defenders. In one move, he's gone.
Looking to run it here. White is there for the tackle at the 33. Very little blocking to work with on that play.
Yeah, that's just great play from the defense. They play with great leverage up front and always seem to get penetration. When you have defenders in the backfield, it makes it very difficult to run or pass.
Actually, I upset my wife. She was going to go down there
Pico comes up to make
4th of July weekend because she had 3 days off. She had the extra day for the 4th, and then he tested positive, so she couldn't go. So she was
third down.
pretty
Now
upset
they have to
about
get
that,
to the
but
21-yard line to pick up the first.
I think she'd be more upset if she brought it back and it.
And you should credit
So
the defensive line.
all of us
They do a
have
nice job
medical
tying up
issues,
the
but if she
blockers.
brought it back
You
and
can
it
bring pressure up the middle.
killed one of us,
You
I'm
can
sure
find
she'd
out
feel
today
worse.
with the
So
fact that the defensive
better to be
coordinator likes
safe.
to bring additional blitzers from the outside. It can make for a very long day for the quarterback.
Number 3 will try to put them ahead with this field goal.
cool. What's up, D?
The veteran kicks it through.
And give credit to the kicker there. It's nice to have a guy that can make your drive worth 3, even if you don't get it into the end zone every time.
Landetta.
I'm not too bad. Still healing with the ribs, but they're getting there.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance.
Don't think I'll be quite ready to bowl this coming Tuesday, but so I'd rather set out the extra week rather than re-injure it straight out of the gate, right? So I already told the sub that he could bowl Tuesday, and then maybe I'll be back the week after.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
But it is getting there. It's still a little tender, but
Come out in a
not
dime
too
package.
bad.
With the pass,
I can actually lay on it now, and it doesn't.
The 30, number
It's not
95
too
is there
uncomfortable.
for the tackle at the 35-yard line.
Thanks for asking. How you doing? I didn't get on the night before last, but the night before that, and then last night, Rich, Sammy, and I have been on playing Fork Knife. Haven't seen you on. What gives?
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
35-yard line.
We turning it up. You gotta believe it. It's our
Well, I'm on vacation, so I haven't had to go out too much. But when I was, went up to Bowling Alley Tuesday to take some equipment up there. Because I had a couple bowling balls I wanted to get some work done on. And it was pretty freaking hot.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
No gaming this week. That must be rough.
Covering guys downfield is a good way to get pressure on the quarterback. If he can't find someone downfield, then he
What do you
has
guys
to
think of
throw it,
the price
hold it,
point of the new
or pull
game?
it down quickly.
Have y'all seen that yet? The pre-orders?
There to haul him down.
Takes off, and he plays it safe by going down to the
Timeout
turf.
called by the
The
defense.
home team calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Williams is back to receive this kick. They'll spot this one where it went out.
The momentum has been going back and forth so far. This one looks like it's going to be a
That's
close
supposed to be
game
the opposite,
right
though,
till
isn't
the
it?
end.
You said you were going to be streaming more, right?
First and 10.
Horse hopping and all that.
On the 8-yard line.
We coming to wreck. You can't stop me. Get some slack going.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3. Hand it off. They'll spot this one at the 14. And records his 3rd tackle of the game.
Well, if you haven't seen, it looks like the pre-orders are showing $79.99 for the deluxe bundle or whatever they're calling it for the new golf game, and then the standard is $59.99.
Man in the backfield.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's do our thing. Let's do our
Oh,
thing.
really?
Keep moving.
Sorry to hear that. Are you working on it to get it straightened out, or no?
They don't get nothing. Let's go now. Watch the face. Come on. There we go.
Hands it off. Dropped in the backfield
Timeout
for a short
called by
loss.
the offense.
The defensive line wins that battle.
Yeah, I think it takes me off the pre-order list, and it may even take me off the day one list till I can get a look at it. I haven't seen enough to warrant that price point.
On the 12-yard line.
Everything you got.
Can't afford another one. Well, I mean, you don't need a whole one, do you? I mean, couldn't you just like
Hand off to the tailback.
maybe re-image it or something? See if it's
Able to reel off a nice gain.
On the play.
see if it's just being weird. Or do you think it's
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the
equipment
21-yard
issues, like not enough for what you want to do or whatever?
He'll pass on 1st down. Throwing. Incomplete pass.
I've been thinking about building a new one myself.
line. On the play. Second and 10.
Don't have the
Ball on
specs, yeah.
21-yard
Alright.
line.
Yeah, they aren't cheap if you want to have the high-end stuff.
Brunel from the shotgun. Drops back.
Is it Jakey Robo, I think, built a new one, and Eric, obviously.
Loose again. Good play.
These guys are going to knock you around a little bit.
Well, Dave, we're not all loaded, man. We can't just order stuff.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it seems like that's pretty steep for what I've seen so far, to be honest.
Throwing. He can't bring it down.
I mean, I know you say standard for a 2K game, but
Let that one get away.
they got to show me a little bit more before I can shell out that kind of money for it. I haven't seen anything that warrants that price point, especially compared to the price points from before.
Number 35 sets up.
You're really not doing anything other than changing the character's title, really, to my player. The game had everything, well, and adding the PGA. Well, they had the PGA license on the last
It's
one,
still
but
pretty early, but it's been an even
they're
game
adding
so far.
the actual
We'll have to
pros
see
that you
who can
can't
take
play
control
as,
on this drive.
and you only get in career mode. So I don't know. It don't. Seems like an awful steep jump for that little bit of crap, which I don't care nothing about.
The home team with a 4-man front. They'll pass on 1st down. With the throw. Knocked away.
The coaching staff thinks that he has some of the best
I
hands
don't
in
know.
the
We'll
league,
see.
and it's
I
surprising to see him
I
drop a
I
pass
probably
like
won't
that.
even get it day one now. I'll probably wait and see, you know, like see if Jeff gets it and watch some gameplay and see if somebody jumps in the designer really quick so I can get a look at it. But
The home team come out in a nickel package. Moon with a
I
man in
mean,
motion.
for what they've added, I can't.
Rolling right. Under
I mean, they've
pressure. They
almost
reached
what
it just as
doubled?
he
Wasn't
was
it
throwing.
30 last
Incomplete.
time, or was it 40? I mean, at either rate, it's depending on what bundle you get, it's double. So I can't. I don't see enough there what they've added for it to double the price. That's just not getting any value for that.
Difficulty stopping them on third down.
And then they
Going
tell you
to
if
the
you
deep
do the
end.
pre-order or whatever, you get, like Jeff was saying, you get 2,500
End zone before
in-game
halftime.
coins or whatever.
So
But what does that buy?
it's anyone's game with the score. The
That may
home
buy
team
just one hat. We have no idea what that means.
At the end of the first
7.
half, the score is the home team 9, the away team.
It was 40. It might have been 40, but
We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
I mean, still, you're jumping $20. Well, yours went up to, ours is showing $59.99 on the standard
Ready to
part,
put this one in the air.
so up $20 instead of 10.
From the 2-yard line.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough yet to warrant that.
Played fairly well on both sides of the ball, so I could see this one getting decided by whoever has the last
I thought they'd be
possession.
pumping out some new
First and 10.
stuff here and there, but I haven't seen crap.
28-yard line.
Watch the fake. Yo, one. Hey, let's go.
Number 28, the lone back. Brunel sends a man in motion. Hand it off. Nice move. Nickerson is there on the stop at the 42. The running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz, and when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge, and that's how he got by the first down marker.
Ball on their own
First and 10.
42.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Keep
The
moving.
vision
Anyway, I was saying Eric and Jakey Robo, and I think there was one other person I thought too, like just built $3,500 computers. I'm
He
like,
has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole.
I don't know
He
if I
needs
wanna
a
do
line
that.
create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
I told my wife about it. She's like, "Well, you could do that if you wanted to." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think that I want to though. That's the issue."
Williams is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line. Number 20.
I mean, I don't-
Nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup.
I don't really do anything right now that would warrant needing that kind of power.
3rd and 5.
I stream a little bit here and there, but it seems to do fine with that so far.
They've executed very well on third down so far, and that's
As long
a
as I
big
get my
reason
settings
why they're
right.
ahead at the moment. Dropping back, gets rid of it, makes the adjustment. Williams is there on the stop at the 42-yard line. It's usually a good call to throw it in his direction, John.
Yeah, I mean, I get all that, but if you go back to the original announcement, they said full details May 14th. That's hardly what we got.
Things like that. That's when he really shines out there.
I mean, we still don't have full details, to be honest.
First down.
We haven't seen anything about the
Off target.
designer.
Keeps his feet moving. Oliver.
Really, all we've seen is the career mode crap.
28.
They've not talked about
This offense
any
is
new
quick.
modes for online,
Calls at the right time.
you know, like the 4-ball or whatever, best ball, whatever they're calling it,
28-yard line.
or whatever it is. Haven't shown any of that.
Watch the hard count.
Number 32, the lone setback.
Haven't shown anything about the designer as far as new assets or
At the 26.
new features that you
Part of
can
this
use
guy's
to
running style is to use the blockers to set up his
do
cut.
whatever,
They
spam
were
plant,
nowhere to be found on that run.
anything, or
Second and 8
or-
coming up here.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
you know, a way to manipulate the rocks more, stretch or
32,
whatever.
the
But
lone back.
Watch the ball.
yeah, nothing. There's been nothing but my
Spotted at
my
the
player and
23-yard
career
line.
mode.
So that
That's all
tackle
they've
was
shown.
his third. They don't deviate at all from the last play call as they keep it on the ground.
So yeah, like I say, I have not seen enough to warrant that price point for me, especially on a pre-order. Will I get it? More than likely, at
They've
some
done
point.
very well on third down to this point. Thomas goes in motion.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah, they've shown some of the aids and shit, but
Is made. That's an 18-yard gain.
I mean, again, your simulation community don't give a crap about that.
play of this
They want to
drive.
know if you can use new modes in the societies. They want to know what new formats you can play
Resulted in a field
under,
goal.
you know, like alt shot and whatnot.
Williams is there for the tackle at the 11.
And
When
then
you
the
get into
designers
field
want to
goal
know,
range, you
obviously,
wanna
about
make
the
sure you keep
designers'
your drive
changes.
moving forward.
I don't know.
11
I
yards
just,
away from the end
Ball on
zone.
the 11-yard line.
again, and I'll leave it at this. It seems like an awful steep jump in price for not having shown us anything yet. And that's all I'm going to say.
He's got great recovery speed, and he can catch up to the ball even if he's caught out of position. That time he was right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
I mean, I don't think it's been aimed at anybody, really. I mean, they haven't promoted crap.
The 11-yard line.
I mean, real golfers, that's about all they've promoted. And,
Usually translates into a win.
I mean, what does that even mean? You know, if you do the career mode, you get, what, 12 pros? So if you're in the career, and when they haven't really shown that either, if you're in the career mode, does your scoreboard only show those 12 pros and then a bunch of crap? Or does it have the rest of the pros at least represented, you know, in the scoring? Even if they're not an actual character that you have a challenge against. And even if they are all there in the scoreboard, leaderboard, that still doesn't warrant the price jump for me. So, you know, whatever. I mean, we'll see as time goes by. But I tell you, from what I've seen so far, I'll be waiting until the price drops before I get it. And I'm sure that's going to hurt me, especially on the TGC Tour side, because I'll be playing against people that have already learned the differences and have adjusted.
To the 32.
So that's what I'm saying. There's nothing in what I've seen so far that warrants that price jump.
The home team.
Therefore, I'm not paying that price jump.
Looking to run it here. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
The defense made that play stretch further than the runner wanted to make it.
Yeah, I'm anticipating at some point I will still get it. But
Ball on their own 32.
I can't pay $60 for it.
Number 39.
Not based on what I've seen.
With the throw, the 50. Breaks free. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, visiting team.
I'll tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play.
And I almost think there might be a lot more that think about it like I do, and if they don't get to showing something, they may lose some customers there. Granted, they may pick them up on the arcade side, but that's not a guarantee either. But I get wanting to get the arcade people, but you need to keep the ones you got also, or it doesn't do you any good.
Drops back. Closing in. Gets rid of it. Nearly intercepted. The two-point conversion attempt fails.
And that's, I mean, if you think, if that's true with the pros not being on the, no, I mean, I get that they're just challenges, but if you don't at least see the names on the leaderboard, that's why have the license? That's just retarded.
This one is taken by Williams. Just about ready for the first.
I mean, I get they're going towards the Rory Tiger kind of concept from the challenge stuff, but they still had the pros in the tournaments and crap, the names. I still don't think that justifies that big of a price jump either, but at least it's something.
Dickerson is there on the stop. Pickup of 11.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Ball on their own 32.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
I mean, I can see the annual
The visiting team
release.
come out
I
in a
mean,
nickel
that's
package.
the way sports games work
Fakes the
nowadays.
handoff. With the pass. Williams is there for the tackle at the 46.
But I will say, I don't care about the microtransactions because I don't. I mean, if the structure is to where you can choose to make them or not make them, then that's fine with me. I don't care about that. I'll choose not to make them, but if they go for a 2K22 and they've not added anything from year to year, and then but then I gotta buy a new game, that will make me mad. Which is, if you look at the forums and shit, that's what a lot of people are up in arms about with Madden. They keep putting out a new game every year, but they're not doing anything to it. It's the same crap they had last time. About the only thing they change is a little bit of the ratings, so that the team that won the Super Bowl is the best team, that kind of shit. But they're not improving their gameplay or anything. And I actually got 20, and it looks like crap, to be honest with you. But these people are already bitching about 21. No, it's not even released yet. I don't think. I think it comes out in August or September, somewhere in there, I believe. I could be wrong about that, the release date, but I didn't think it was out yet. Even if it is out, they're still bitching about it.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying
As far as football goes, I mean, I still think Madden 08 is probably one of the best ones that they ever did. But I've been looking at Axis Football. Yeah, same time. I've been looking at Axis Football for their new release coming out in August, and then Maximum Football 2020 is also, I think, supposed to come out in August or September. But it's the Maximum's only on the consoles. The Axis Football you can get on Steam. So, and I think it'll allow you to do a little bit of customization like Madden 08 did. Madden 20, you can do it. There are programs that'll help you do it, but it's very limited because they haven't tightened down so much. Hey Joe, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by, man. American Rugby. Nobody plays that, Joe. I don't even own that. Oh wait, you mean they need that? I gotcha.
The home team come out in a nickel package. There he goes. Number 54 is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 41-yard line. He was looking for some room on the ground, but the defense was right there.
I mean, if the American Rugby with top graphics is referring to Madden, I don't think that's the case, to be honest with you. I mean,
with the throw, incomplete pass.
The quality of the graphics is fine, but I guess the animations is what I'm talking about. They're still weird. This is the last PC Madden that allowed for easy customization. So this is 32 custom teams in a league, in a franchise.
The 30, the 20, the 10.
And that's also another reason I didn't upgrade to Madden 20, which I could do the custom teams and get them in there. But when you do a franchise in Madden 20, it makes you play a team in the games. And I'm not playing. These are all legend players. They're, you know, like Walter Payton and Joe Ferguson and, you know, all the big name players, Urlacher and
Number 3 comes in to attempt the point
Butkus and all that stuff. They're all in here.
The point after is good.
The coach has to make sure his defense doesn't get too confident after that touchdown.
So I don't play it. I let it do all the games in CPU.
comes in to kick
And
off.
now on Madden 20, I could technically do it with an exhibition games and track a
This one is fielded by number 35.
the only NFL player. Well, he's in here somewhere.
Intercepting a pass and taking it back
I
for a
believe.
touchdown.
Pretty sure he is. Now you say that, I can't remember for sure. I think he is though.
At the 27-yard line.
Um,
First and 10.
One back. Yeah, let's go, baby.
They're having no success running on first.
now newer guys wouldn't be like Mahomes is not in here. If you know who that is, since he won the Super Bowl.
Gain of 6 on the
But yeah, newer players like that. Although there are a couple, like McCaffrey is in here, and I believe Ezekiel Elliott, I think, is in here as well.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
I found a football database site, and it actually ranked the players for value to their team. So that's what I used to decide which players to use at each position.
When you have guys with speed that can get open downfield, it gives you the ability to
Anyway,
run
what I
the
was
ball
saying is I could do it on Madden 20, which I would love to upgrade the graphics to be able to do it. It'd be a lot more involved creating the uniforms and everything, just because of their structure. But the issue for me is if I would have to do it in exhibition games only, and they would, like this one will track the stats because it's in a franchise mode, whereas that one wouldn't, so I'd have to track everything on a spreadsheet, and it'd just be a pain in the ass. So thus I use Madden 08. Oh, catch the ball, dude. What are you getting paid for?
Saw that he had one-on-one coverage, but the receiver just couldn't handle it.
Brady fella. I love the way that's put.
Third and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Well, if you're a fan of his, he's now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No longer with the Patriots.
By the receiver on the screen. Great defensive effort to keep them from getting close to the sticks.
Well, there aren't too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and a mile. You got to try something other than a short route.
Anyway, we were just a few minutes ago discussing the new price point for the golf game, which I didn't know if you'd seen. But feel free to give us your opinion if you have one,
22-13.
if you've seen them.
The teams are set for the fourth quarter.
If you haven't, they're on PS4 for pre-order, which is live.
4th and long.
The deluxe edition is $79.99, and the standard is $69.99.
They're in a tough
Or
spot here, but they have
$59.99.
to go for it.
I think it's $69.99 and $59.99. I think that's what it is. So 60 and 70. Yeah, fucking hell, that's what I said.
They may try something a little different from the
I said that takes me off the pre-order list and probably the day one list as well. They haven't shown me anything to warrant that kind of a price jump. And just sticking 2K's name on it does not do it for me.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go.
So, but Dave said he ordered, he pre-ordered it over there for 40 pounds, and then, or it was 40 pounds on the old version. It only went up 10, but then he got it with a 10% discount as well. He said, I think.
To convert on this 3rd down, they have to get it to the 37.
What does that translate into for U.S. dollars,
And we
though?
can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on 3rd
Old school,
down.
you only buy discs.
They give it to the halfback. Spins it well. Dockett is there for the tackle at the 36.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here. And he breaks a tackle and he keeps moving forward. I'll tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
I don't know. I just, like I say, I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough in their Steam Freeze. I haven't seen enough of their
Rolls left. Gets the pass off.
videos to warrant me paying that extra yet, especially day one. So I'll be waiting at this point. get a look at some streams of it first. Hopefully the designer as well, but
Throws this one away. He
I
didn't
don't
wanna
know.
risk
For
an
what I've seen that
interception,
they've added so
decides to
far,
throw it away.
I'm not too keen on that price jump.
On third down, they need to get it to the 26 to convert.
36-yard line.
Oh, stream freeze.
These third downs
I read that
haven't been
wrong.
much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. The home team fails once again to get the first down. And
I keep getting
Yeah, and that's huge for the defense.
like mine will
Keep
come up with a
stepping
black
up on
screen
third
with
down like
white
that.
lettering
They're
that says
solid
there's some
group
kind of
guys.
server
Make
error.
key stops.
I get that a lot, especially when I'm watching like Jeff or Eric.
Number 3 needs to put everything he has into
So
this
I don't know if it has something to do with the quality they stream in or what,
The
but
kick is long enough and good.
He's one of those guys who
I don't
really
get it
works
if that's
hard to
all
wake
I'm
up.
doing, but
You
I
can
get
see
it
that
if I
hard
try
work
to,
paying off
like if I
when
buy
you
a
make
Steam
kick
game
like
and
this
start
one.
downloading, then I'll get it. Or download or reinstall one that I've already bought or something like that. It gives me that error in Twitch for some reason. Well, the Jacks trying to pull away, it looks like.
Got all of that one.
They did come into this game 1-0 compared to the
This
Minotaurs
one is
0-1.
by number 35.
This is where all your guys on offense have to
So
step up
can't
and
say
make
it's
plays.
too much of a
Time's running out,
surprise.
and they're facing a pretty large deficit. So this is where you're going to have to try and execute and come up with a little luck,
They'll
maybe.
start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
From the start, get me going.
So like on this team, you got Alan Amici in the backfield, you got Warren Munich quarterback, and your tight end is Tony Gonzalez.
Is there for the
Henry Ellard right there is number 80,
26-yard line. Number
wide
35
receiver.
runs
Those
it
are all
through the middle, a gain of about
pass
6.
players, big time pass players. But I mean, even the linemen are as well. I
Ball
did.
on their own 26.
Ball on the
I updated the ratings and the numbers of all the players based on what I could find for on Mudhead and
Goes to the ground.
Hey, if you can
Old
keep running the
Madden
ball in the fourth quarter
rosters.
as you're playing catch-up,
There's a
that's
site
an
that
advantage that you
houses
have over the
a
defense
lot of them. They don't
because
have
it
quite
keeps
all
them
of them,
off
but
balance.
close. Anybody I couldn't find, I randomized within that range for that position that was already there. And then
They'll pass on
went
first
into the
down.
game and
To throw.
updated all the ratings, the player numbers, heights and
This is
weights.
what they have to do.
I did not
Keep making
change the
completions
skin
down the
tones.
field and move the chains. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
So even though their number and everything matches, they may not quite look like they should.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, squad. So we gonna take it.
Like I
Dropping
believe
back to
Alan
pass on
Amici
first
was
down.
white, but
They'll
the
take off.
player
Move
on here
with
is
the
black.
dive.
Here's
So
what happened. You get a guy who
I didn't
can move
update any
around
of that
back there,
stuff.
The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. He gets
So it
past
took me
that
about 2
marker,
months to do
picks
what I
up a
did,
first
so
down.
I didn't want to prolong it by having to try to update the player models to look like the player too.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gets the call. Fakes the handoff. Throwing. Number 95 comes up to make the play.
Perfect execution to get this first down. Look at it here. He knows how far they have to move the chain, and he gets it by making the right decision and laying it in there like that.
Well, I mean, I agree to a point, but if you're gonna increase it, well, I guess for you it only went up what, $5?
For the end zone. Complete to the wide receiver.
This is an option route. The receiver's route depends on the defense he sees. But the quarterback has to
Yeah,
see the
screw
same
all that.
thing
I
to
think
make
you
it
get
work.
2,500
Here,
coins
they're both on the
and
same
like a
page.
gold
They get a
driver and
touchdown.
whatnot. I don't. Who needs that crap? But again, we don't know what 25 coins in game gets you. It could be like one hat. We don't know. They've not shown any of that.
Point after is good. The visiting team get closer but still need
I mean, we
another
could
score.
I think the good team
assume
has really
that it's the
created some
same as this
opportunities
current
as
game,
grabbed
but we
the
don't know
momentum.
that. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. And I get with the My Player and all that stuff additions, they're trying to pull in more of the arcadey people, but they're gonna end up losing some of the sim guys, I think, with that kind of price jump and not giving us anything for it.
Williams on the return.
Yeah, it did seem like you guys were a bit higher before.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. Let's go now. Solo.
The visiting team with a four-man front.
All on us, y'all. Hold the look.
Throwing. In
I
and
mean,
out of his hands.
it doesn't matter.
Bush with
I
the
can do
defensive
without.
line forcing the incomplete pass.
He hung in
I
there.
don't Jones for
Didn't
golf
really
if
have
I'm
the
not playing
time
it.
that he needed to make the
So.
play. The quarterback has to know who his outlet guy is and get the ball to him when he feels that pressure.
They're gonna have to. I'm just saying they're gonna have to show me something before I'm gonna put that kind of money out. They're gonna have to show me much more of an improvement,
Throw. He hits his receiver.
whether it be creator or gameplay or something. So, they gotta show me something. I could give a shit less about the PGA people being in it because they're not gonna use them for much anyway, other than challenges. And even if they just added the rest of the names to the leaderboards, that's still not enough for me for that kind of price jump.
Comes up to make the play.
Like I said, I can give a shit about the PGA people being in it. We didn't have them in it when we started buying it in the first place. Why would we care if they're in it?
Because you know they like to run. You got to be sure to bring guys in the right place. If you think they might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help.
That's what I'm saying, though. If they're going to jump our price up $20, it's got to be. It can't be a small upgrade.
At the 44, 9-yard gain.
On the play.
And I'll wait for it to go on sale if that's going to be the case.
Second down and short.
Ball on the 40.
But again, that's a pre-order and you get extra stuff, so we'll wait and see. Maybe day of it'll be back down to, 45 or whatever.
Waters is there for the tackle. At the 36, number 32 showed great.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but if they're going to make it 60 on day of launch, then I'll be waiting. Oh, you'll be waiting for it to go on sale anyway. I said that earlier, but if you think about it too, though, other people,
At the 30, number 32 kept his legs moving.
yeah, I still got to make that decision too. I don't, especially that price point, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to shell out for multiple platforms like I did for 2019 and 2. You'll need it for both? I don't know if I'll need it for both.
He gets the carry. Oliver is there for
The thing that concerns me is if I wait for it to go on sale and then buy it, how much of an advantage on TGC Tours are people going to have over me being able to figure out the new swing mechanics?
the visiting
And then
team
I'm coming
lined up
in
a 4-3.
not
Moves
knowing
in motion.
yet.
Hands it off.
I mean, obviously I don't have to play TGC Tours. I can wait until I've had time with it and then start playing my rounds. But
they've given up the first down on third down. As a defensive coordinator, giving up those types of yards will drive you
I don't know. We'll see.
absolutely nuts.
Ball on the 25-yard line. And this is the
Hopefully
ninth
that's
play of
just a
the drive.
pre-order
2-minute
price
warning
point,
coming
and
up.
it'll be a moot concern. Hopefully.
Ball on
Well, I
the
appreciate you guys
25-yard
stopping
line.
by in any
Play of
case.
this drive. 2 minutes to go. Number 32, the lone setback. Hand it off to the back. Edwards is there on
Yeah.
the stop. Number 32 rumbles forward for
I mean, I
number
will say
4.
the textures for the rough looked better, but
The visiting
is
team
that
will
only
call a
applied
timeout.
to
They
the
have 2 left.
official courses? Is it only applied to the actual PGA courses? Is that going to be something available to us in the designer? We don't know.
The visiting team with a four-man
Yeah, I agree with that. I can swing well. I can play Masters on PS4. I can't seemingly play even pros on PC, judging by the streams yesterday.
If they can get it to the 15-yard line, they'll
And
get
that
first
even
down.
seems to include putting for some reason. I didn't put on PC worth a damn yesterday, but I putted fine last night. on PS4.
Is there for the tackle at the 11-yard line. They blitz and it backfires.
Yeah, I would
That's the
agree with
chance
that.
you take.
I
You're
really
hoping to
would.
get some penetration and
I
get
mean,
him
I
in the
have a
backfield.
decent round
If
here and
you
there
miss,
with Pro
there's a
Set,
lot of help
but
at the
I
next
cannot
level
play
to
Masters on
keep 'em from
PC.
picking up the first down.
I cannot hit the tempo for some
Play
reason.
drive. Ball
I get
inside
fast
the
every
10.
time, and if I
Line up
slow it down
inside.
enough to get off the fast, I get a slow.
21 is there
It's
on
like
the
there's no in between for me. It seems like
Well,
on
you give him a little
Masters
space, he's looked pretty good.
on PC.
He's not finding the cutback lane.
I just wonder,
12 yards needed to get into the end zone.
in order for, I mean, you'd think in order for TGC really to be
The visiting team line up in a
level,
4-3.
which they don't give a shit about TGC Tours, I'm sure, but
Tackle at the 7.
they would have to
Gain of
figure
6
out
yards.
how, and maybe that's why they don't do cross-platform yet with it, because they can't figure out how to even out the
7
swings
yards to go for the
from
touchdown.
platform to platform, if you know what I mean.
Don't stop that motor. Let's go, boys.
So maybe that's why they haven't put it in yet.
Out of a nickel package. Looking for room. Touchdown. Home team. They get it in on the ground and extend their lead. Number 3 comes in for the extra point.
Yeah, that's,
The extra point attempt is good. The home team now
I mean, I get that, and I understand what they're doing with that, but, and I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. Well, I say it doesn't bother me. I don't know that that's my preference per se, but if that's the way they want to go, I don't have too big of a problem with it. I think it's going to be,
And he got all of that one. A great kick
I think it's going to be more how they implement
from the 1.
the difference in the clubs.
If they want a shot in this one, they got to put something together on this drive.
You know, like if
There's
you
a lot of
have,
time left.
for example, if you have a driver that hits, you know, whatever, I don't know what their how their setup is, but let's just say it's still 285,
Blue jam, blue jam.
and then you have a driver that hits 270.
Here comes the blitz. Keeps it.
Does that mean that the 285 driver is going to be harder to hit straight?
They'll go with a hurry up here.
You know, and how much harder? You know, it's going to depend a lot on how they implement that. For me.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Ball on the 44.
Yeah.
Here we go. Play hard and fast, baby.
The home team.
Well, and again, that's to me, it's going to depend entirely on how they implement it
Complete. That could have resulted in a big play, but instead
and
it's
what the differences are. Like I said, if I have a 15-yard advantage on a 285 driver over somebody that's hitting 270, how much harder is it for me to hit the 285 driver straight compared to them?
come out in a nickel package. Gets the
I think it's
pass
going to
off.
have a
Ooh, nearly
that's going to have a
caught.
huge
Number
impact
85.
because if
His
it's not,
intended target. Hey, had the coverage on the play.
and then that's the other side of it. Like it's like we were talking about, Joe, when you said it's easier to hit on PS4 than PC. So does that mean the discrepancy between the 270 and the 285
I don't think they
on
have a choice.
PS4 is going to be less
Gets rid of it.
because somebody hitting a 285 driver on PS4 can hit it straighter, easier than they can on PC. I don't know. I mean, it's really gonna depend on how they implement it for me, on whether or not it'll work.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We gotta have it, D. Defense, get ready.
The home team come out in a nickel package.
I mean, I'm assuming you can, only because they don't let you play as pros. So your my player's gonna be all you have.
Everett is there on the stop at the 15-yard line. He's
Um,
very dangerous when he runs out of the pocket.
I mean, I'm guessing they're going to, but I don't know. Maybe they want it to be even across the board, so y'all get the same distances. I don't know. They've not shown that, so I couldn't say.
He hands it off. Gets rid of it. And he can't hang on to it.
He has the hands to make catches on the toughest passes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen enough to warrant the price thus far. So, I mean, to get me on board, they're going to have to show more. Will I get it eventually? I'm sure I will. But I don't know that I'm getting it game. I don't know that I'm getting it day one, and I certainly am not pre-ordering it right now.
Pass ball's incomplete, so they can't convert and turn it over on downs.
Yeah, but now you almost have to try for it. When you
Well, looks like the Georgia Jacks are going to pull out with the win here.
Of course, now they give the ball back, and you talk about failed fourth down conversions.
Let's go now. Get it going.
And I will be ending the stream here after this game and then starting it right back up for a new game. It's a little easier to transfer them over to YouTube if I split them up, so if you guys want, you can certainly stick around, and I'll be right back after this one's over.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Don't stop that motor.
That's the end of the game. The final score is the home team 32.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do something, Joe. I mean, they have to. I think they're going to lose a lot of the sim guys if they don't show more. And I really think they should have shown more before they opened up the pre-orders, to be honest with you. Yeah, my son played Last of Us. It looked like a pretty good game, although it's never been my kind of thing. I've always been a sports game person. All right, Dave, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Last of Us 2, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and end this game here and get it saved, and then I will be right back with another one. I think that's going to be all for football today, is this next game, but it looks like it's going to be the Lightning and the Sharks. So Little Rock Lightning and the Myrtle Beach Sharks, both 1-0 coming in, so somebody's gonna stay undefeated. But anyway, let me actually, I didn't save it yet. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, I will be right back.